Hello everybody, what's poppin'? How's everybody doing today? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, thanks for stopping by. In today's video, we're gonna be chatting because I got some things I don't want to say. We're gonna be talking about 10 valuable lessons that I learned in 2020. I'm so excited for this video because it's something that I've wanted to chat about for a long time, but I had to wait until 2020 was over. So here we are, Friday, December 18th. We finna get it poppin'. Finna drop some gems in here. I hope I enlighten a couple of y'all today. Let me use this rose quartz to just smooth out my skin real quick. Y'all know skincare comes first. Okay you guys, so 2020 was so unexpected, but I think it was necessary. Like, if you really think about it, it put the world on pause and forced people to face themselves. It forced people to look deep inside themselves and kind of just figure out who they are. Before I get started, I wanted to let you guys know that this video is sponsored by Maven Beauty. I'm using a bunch of Maven Beauty makeup products in this video today. I will link everything down below in the description box. I'm gonna trim my brows because the caterpillar look was cute, but it's time for something new. The first lesson that I learned this year is to protect my energy. I've always been a closed off person. You know, I don't really like to be in everybody's face. I like to, you know, stay to myself. This year really just confirmed how much I love my space and my energy, and just my vibe, my aura cannot be messed with by anybody, like, period. It's so important to be aware of who you're around and the energies that you're around, because they're just that, energies. People are more than people. I am a person, obviously, but if you want to go a little bit deeper, I'm a soul. Inside of your body, there's a bunch of energy flowing around. Inside of everybody's body, there's a bunch of energy flowing around, and some energies are bad energy. That's just the tea. We're gonna call it for what it is. Some people possess bad energies. I'm not gonna call them bad people, but some people walk around with dark energies. They're not people that you should want to be around, because some people are energy vampires. And I'm going into a completely new topic now. If you ever have noticed like your positive mood might go down when you're around somebody, it's most likely because you're around a negative energy. The thing about energy is that you can't see it, you can only feel it. So be selective with who you let around you, and I mean that in the most humble way. You don't need to be around everybody. You don't need to become friends with everybody. You don't need to be in everybody's face. In reality, some people come in your life to harm you. That's just life. Certain people just don't deserve access to you. This is going into my next topic. Oh my gosh. Some people will see that you're like a kind-spirited, free-spirited, loving human being and just think, I'm gonna take advantage of them because I can. That's where you're wrong. Learn how to set boundaries. If you don't set boundaries, you will allow anybody to do anything to you, to walk all over you, treat you any type of way, disrespect you. If you don't set boundaries, you might as well be a puppet. I think I used to be a people pleaser, and I used to think that if I said no to people, that they would stop liking me. They would think I was mean and rude and selfish or whatever. So I said yes to everything. I was scared to tell people no. By setting boundaries, you are setting a ground for how you want to be treated. So you're saying, okay, you're not gonna treat me like this, because if you treat me like this, I'm out. If you talk to me this way, I'm gonna go that way. If you disrespect me, it's up. You know what I'm saying? Like, once you set those boundaries, people will know not to play with you. Don't play with that girl. She is not one of them. So set the boundary. Let people know how you will be treated, how you will not be treated. And once you set those boundaries, they will act accordingly. People like to test the waters and see how far they can go. They like to see how much a person can take before they snap. But if you set those boundaries, they won't get a chance. Strike one, you're out, period. Know your worth and add tax, girl. You are a gemstone. You are a diamond. Don't allow anybody to treat you otherwise. Set high standards for yourself. If you want to live a certain life that people who don't understand it might call high maintenance or bougie, then you live that life and let them be confused. If you're a queen, why would you be kicking it with bums? Take that word lightly. You are high class, okay? You are that so you better start acting like it, because this is the tea right here. Somebody write this down, because I'm finna drop some gems in this hoe. Are you ready? Are you ready? People will know your worth and hope that you don't, so that they can treat you any type of way. And see, that's where you got me confused. It's like, you know I'm worthy, you know I'm a 10 times 10 times 10, and you still gonna play with me? You're liable to get slapped. Don't play. You better start talking like you know your worth. Walking like you know your worth. acting like you know your worth, dressing like you know your worth, period. All that, because you are worthy, girl. Don't let anybody tell you that you're not. You're the brightest star in the universe. Take this last word about respect with you, because I'm finna move on to the next lesson. Every time you allow somebody to disrespect you, you are voluntarily lowering your worth. So say you up here, every time you let somebody disrespect you, you get knocked back down to here. You let somebody disrespect you another time, knocked back down to here. You let somebody disrespect you again, knocked back down to here, and pretty soon you're gonna be underneath the ground. Make people meet you right here. If somebody is down here, that's cool, that's them. But don't lower your worth to meet them. You stay right here and make them chase you. Make them meet you where you're at. The next lesson that I learned in 2020 is patience is a virtue. Word to the Bible. I used to want everything when I wanted it and on my terms. You have to wait for the things that you want. For example, say you want a husband, because girl, I want a husband. Okay, I'm only 18, but it don't matter. I may be young, but I'm ready to give you all my love. In order to get a husband, I have to wait for a husband. I have to wait for God to place a husband in my life. Let's look at a different example, because you know, men. Say you want an opportunity and you want an opportunity at this specific time, but God says wait. I know it's in my plan for you, just you wait, you little duckling. When I'm ready to give you that opportunity, I will give you that opportunity. Don't worry about it, sweetheart, I got you. That's what God is saying to you, if you catch my drift. In God's eyes, everything you want is already yours. Take that with a grain of salt, because not everything you want is necessarily good for you, okay? Let's remember that. But, you know, God's plan for us will always be better than what we think we want, what we think we need. Be patient, young grasshopper. You gotta stay down for the come up. Stop comparing yourself to people. What you see on the surface is only 10% of reality. So, you comparing yourself to people on Instagram, stop. Why are they over there getting all these opportunities and I'm sitting over here looking dumb, blah, 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 blah. What's for you will come, like I said. Be patient, because the grass really is not always greener on the other side. It's green where you water it. So while you comparing yourself to somebody that's in your eyes doing better than you, you could be working towards becoming a better you. We're all different. We're all called to do different things. We all have different paths that we're on. Somebody's journey might look like this, while yours might look like this, but you're still gonna get there. Focus on yourself. While you watching the next person, you allowing the next person to pass you because you focused on the next person. Do you catch my drift? You gotta keep a tunnel vision in life. Like, I'm not tripping off what they doing. I'm not tripping off what they doing. I'm here. I promise you, if you just focus on yourself, the things that you can do, like mind your business. What other people got going on, it's really none of your business. All right, that moves me into my next lesson, which is what people think of me has absolutely nothing to do with me. There's some people in this world that think I am a
B-I-C-T-H, and in that order.
There's people in this world that hate my guts. There's people in this world that think I'm a terrible person. They think I'm ugly. They think I'm mean. They think I'm rude. They think I suck. There's also people in this world who think I'm amazing, who think I have a big heart, who love me, and who think I am just so inspiring and amazing. And guess what? None of it has anything to do with me. Because guess what? I know myself. I appreciate the positive comments that I receive, the positivity that you guys spread every single day. But the negativity that people spread, don't let it affect me. I have to take every single comment at face value and not let it get to my head, because if I did, I would go insane. So, you know, somebody has one thing to say about me. Okay, somebody has nothing to say about me. That's cool. That's your opinion. Everyone's entitled to them. Something that I saw on this therapist's Instagram page is that people's perceptions of you are projections of themselves. If someone is just negative and just ugly inside, that is a reflection of what's going on in here. They're not happy with something in here, and I wish them well. I hope they get better, but it don't got nothing to do with me. How you treat people is a reflection of you. Wow, all of my lessons keep on flowing into the next one beautifully. The next lesson that I learned is that my only job on this earth is to radiate positivity. I just want to love people. That's what I'm here to do. I am here to spread love, peace, and love. Do the other heart. Peace and love, guys. Peace and love. Just be conscious of how you're treating people, dude. Like, you're only as pretty as you treat people. And if you walking around with negative vibes, you being hella rude to everybody, girl, guess what? You're ugly. I'm just calling it for what it is. Don't shoot the messenger. Ooh, I saw this on Instagram yesterday and I had to screenshot it because it was so good. Don't speak negatively. Don't speak negatively about yourself, even as a joke. Your body does not know the difference. Words cast spells, which is why it's called spelling. You're telling yourself that you're ugly. Oh my gosh, I'm so ugly, I'm so stupid. Oh my gosh, I'm dumb. Like, oh my gosh, I hate myself. Your mind hears that. She's gonna internalize that and make that your reality. You're with yourself 24/7. If you are constantly just belittling yourself, your body's not going to be a happy, healthy place to live in. This is really something that I had to learn, because I used to joke around with myself all the time, like, oh my gosh, I'm hella dumb. If I say something awkward, like, oh my gosh, I hate myself. Like, I really used to say that all the time, and people would catch me like, oh my gosh, you should stop talking negatively about yourself because that's not good. Like, you're not dumb, you're not stupid, you know you don't hate yourself, blah, 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 blah. I'd be like, you know what, you're right. Like, I should probably stop doing that. Positive self-talk only. Self-love is the best love, and that's word to your mother. Okay guys, so for eyes today I'm going to be using this quad from Maven Beauty. This is the Basic Beat eyeshadow quad in medium blend. I want to do just like a light eyeshadow look today, nothing crazy. So another super valuable lesson that I learned this year was the difference between reacting versus responding. I've been reading this book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey. I'm pretty sure that's the author's name. And he defines reacting versus responding. I'm finna pull up the definition. Reactive people versus responsive people. Reactive people are driven by feelings, by circumstances, by conditions, by their environment. Proactive people are driven by values carefully thought about, selected, and internalized values. It's not what happens to us, but our response to what happens to us that hurts us. What matters most is how we respond to what we experience in life. The language of reactive people absolves them of responsibility. That's just me, that's just the way I am. There's nothing I can do about it. Versus proactive people who focus their efforts on working on the things they can do something about. If I'm in a situation where I feel triggered by something, it is my responsibility to be conscious about the way that I respond to the situation. If I was to react to a situation, I would throw a fit, I would go stupid, I would basically let my emotions take over. But if I chose to respond, I would ground myself in the situation and think about the most practical way to respond. Reacting is more impulsive and responding is more logical. The next lesson that I learned this year, which is something that I kind of always knew in the back of my mind, but it was just confirmed more this year, is to cherish life. Life is literally a gift and it can be taken away at any given moment. So to always be appreciative of not only what you possess materialistically, but if you woke up today, that's something to be thankful for. If you ate today, that's something to be thankful for. If you're healthy and you don't have freaking COVID, that is something to be thankful for, you know what I mean? Like, this panini literally put so many things into perspective. It really stressed to me the importance of being present, being aware of life and the position that I'm in as a living, breathing, healthy human being. It's so easy to kind of forget that life is not promised to anyone, you know? I've been around so many families who have lost, you know, people close to them this year, and it just kind of made me realize that I am so blessed to have experienced an entire pandemic, and to not have been touched at all, affected at all in any way, is a blessing, honestly. I'm using the Maven Beauty Cream eyeshadow in Coquito, but yeah, back to what I was saying. Life, bro, it is such a gift. Like, I think after this year, I won't ever be ungrateful ever again. Like, I'm grateful for everything. I think when you just have an attitude of gratitude, no SpongeBob, about life, things become better for you. Like, life becomes happier when you can wake up and the first thing that you think about is how blessed you are to be alive. It's so simple, but I think sometimes we forget to be present and appreciate, you know, the position that we're in. Maybe it's just me, I don't know. And then on top of that base, I'm just gonna use this nude. I'm gonna use a brown eyeliner today instead of black because I want this to be like a softer look. Ooh, I love brown eyeliner because it looks so natural. Ooh, I don't even do wings. I wasn't even trying to do a wing. Well, we're doing a wing. Alright, another lesson that I learned this year. I think we're over 10. Nobody owes me anything. Nobody owes me respect. Nobody owes me love. Nobody owes me kindness. Nobody owes me sympathy. If people treat me with respect. If people show me love, if people are kind to me, more power to them, bless up, I love them. But the people that don't, I have to realize that they don't have to. I can't control anyone's actions. I can only control who I allow myself to be around. I used to expect so much out of people. Like, I used to think like, okay, if I'm hella respectful to this person, like, shouldn't they give me that same amount of respect back? If I'm showing mad love to somebody and supporting them and riding for them, genuinely riding for them, shouldn't they be showing me that level of support back? That's not how it works. That's how it should work, but that's not how people work. I would be sitting like, what am I doing wrong? Like, I used to think that I was too emotional and I was too loving and too kind and just overly supportive. And the things that I used to do for people were normal, but since they didn't reciprocate it, I used to think that I was breaking my back for them, when really I'm just being a normal, decent human being. I'm gonna be using this highlighter in Draped Up. It's like a rosy pink shade. Never stop being a good person because of bad people. There are some people in this world that will literally push you to your limits and just provoke you and just make you want to do some things that you normally wouldn't do, that you might need to do to make somebody learn their lesson. Refrain. I for sure used to be the type to want revenge, and yeah, not gonna lie, sometimes, you know, getting revenge was good in the moment. I don't know about you, every single time the deed had been done, I would just feel bad. Like, why did I do that? This isn't me. Whenever I do something that I don't morally agree with, my conscience eats me alive until I fix whatever I did. Oh, by the way, you guys, I'm using the lipstick, Maven lipstick in the shade Sus. I'm just gonna put a clear gloss over this. Yeah, I can't like do someone wrong and then just go on with my life. I have to right that wrong, which just proves that revenge is petty. It gives a temporary pleasure, of course, but it's not worth it in the end. All right, y'all, so I'm back. Face beat, lashes long, gloss popping, and I looks good. That concludes this video. I hope you guys learned something. Anything? One thing. I had fun sharing my lessons that I learned this year with you guys. Let me know what 2020 taught you. I just dropped some gems on y'all. Drop some gems on me in the comments, please. I would love to read the comments and see what you guys learned this year. That is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys on my next one. Bye guys, love you.
Up and down.